What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Oh my God, it's Friday, and I love me Fridays. We got clear skies, we got rain skies. Regardless of the weather, today starting at 12 o'clock at Pipe Doctor headquarters in Woodmere, New York at 1010 Central Avenue, we have another episode of Free Friday. Come if your wife is hot or not. Ladies, come if your husband is cold or hot. I don't care. I don't discriminate. We got a fabulous Free Friday planned for today. We got charcoal grill set up. We got red men dancing in air. You know it's going to be a shit show, folks. You ready? Let's go. I love me Fridays, folks. Look at what Barbara has done here. She created a screensaver, HVAC princess. She's truly a good asset to the team. Oh my God, it's Friday. I love me Fridays. Folks, yesterday I cracked the whip. I was cracking the whip yesterday, folks. We had this 3-zone ductless system to install, taking out a piece of shit jujitsu. It had that shitty line set. You know that white line set doesn't last because it's not UV rated, and then it corrodes the copper from the outside in, causing pinhole leaks. Let's just say, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I was cracking the whip, folks. And we were done before noon. We had 4 guys on site. We had Gio. I'm still torn. Today's really going to be his last day, but I'm still torn. I think he has some hope, but he's just too much of a liability. We had Quentin, his first day on the job with us. Has residential HVAC experience, no boiler experience. We'll work on that, but yesterday was his first day. We come back to the shop. I'll tell you about the rest of the team in a second. Come back to the shop. We get some marinara, get some pizza. I get a regular slice and a corner Sicilian slice. He gets a buffalo chicken slice and a regular slice. I shovel my slices down, sitting right here. I got my water from my beautiful water machine over there. And finish my slice. He's still on the first slice. Slow eater. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. He goes, what do you mean? I'm not eating yet. Where we going? I was like, where we going? I was like, I'm going home. And like I told you when I interviewed you, like when we do an install, we generally get to go home afterwards. Now, Daniel has one service call after the fact, but we generally get to go home. And when we finish at 11:35 an install, come on, folks. Come on, folks. You know the deal. But I was cracking the whip yesterday, Daniel and myself. So you had Gio, Quentin, Daniel, and myself. That's 4 people. We hustled. We hustled. I showed our new team member how we get it done. And today, Quentin is going to ride along with Daniel. And he's going to do a maintenance service call for a residential client that's got 1 or 2 central air systems, and twice a year we do a maintenance visit there. So I'm just going to make sure that it's scheduled the right way. Let's add that service call visit. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. James has 1 service call. He's got a... Customer has a Burnham gas boiler and it isn't staying on. He wants to make sure there's no issues or blowbacks. This is an existing client. Let's see. That we have a new client. Very nice. And then I'm going to take Gio and I'm going to see how much attention he pays to detail. We're going to install 2 air nights on 2 Mikey Pipes Extreme Plus powered by ACiQ heat pumps air handlers. We're going to add these indoor air quality products to this customer's system, and hopefully he can read directions without breaking anything or breaking himself. Yep, that's what today is. And then at 12, I'm going to have the grill going. We're going to do some hamburgers today and French fries. And yeah, I'm quite excited. Quite excited for another. This will be the second Free Friday of the 2026 season. I'm very excited to have that today. As long as the weather holds up, it's nice. I have the dancing red men out there that you saw. I have another one coming, by the way. That's only 7 feet tall. I have a 10-foot tall, the guy coming. So we're looking forward to that. You guys know, some of you made comments like, "Oh, so much of this nonsense with the warboard." Hold on. So James is kicking ass. James has got 5 for the week. I have 4. Daniel has 1. Let's take a look at the head count. All right, I think it's 355. Yep, we have 355 maintenance agreements. 17.75% to our goal. I'll put myself a little dot there. It's like playing hangman there. All right, we're doing good, folks. We're doing good. I'm very happy. But yesterday, I need to give a shout out to the folks over at ACiQ for providing that equipment at a very, very steep discount. Yesterday, I also took, where is it? Open up. I also took this. All right, and I added surge protection to it. And we added a whip. And it's a very tight box, like your sister. And it works beautifully. It really works beautifully. I'm quite pleased with it. I sent a picture of that and video clip to the owner of ACiQ, and I asked him for his feedback, and he goes, "My God, I was just talking to my Chinese children this morning, and they're making it." I was like, making it a little bit bigger than this because there's no room inside here to do much of anything after that. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. All good. It's Friday. It's good stuff. It really is. Really good stuff. It really is. It's not fun some days, doing this. It really isn't. There's a lot of responsibilities, and it's it really can become stressful. Fortunately, I have this platform to vent my frustrations at times. I thank you all for having a very open ear when I rant and rave in an uncensored, unedited, unadulterated, like an unadulterated manner that sometimes I rant and rave about. But I want to say thank you. Thank you to all the folks out there. We have a few posters left. If you're interested in helping the nonprofit, your donation of $42.50 will get you a poster. The front cover of today's Newsday. I did not... Newsday. By the way, I canceled Newsday. Newsday is a Long Island-based newspaper. I used to be a paper boy for Newsday when I was like a tween. And it was different back in the days. Back in the days, you used to go around collecting money. And, I was paid like peanuts. They probably paid me like 50 cents an hour for delivering paper at the end of the day. But it allowed for a good foundation, a business ethics foundation at such a young age. And unfortunately, we don't have that anymore in this modern world. I now get my newspaper thrown at my house at 4:30 in the morning by a guy driving a beat up, 1992 Toyota Camry. Fortunately, he doesn't blast the radio like some of the Uber drivers, no, not Uber, some of the Amazon Flex drivers do when they blast their music with the windows down, the bass is going like, I don't want to hear your gangster rap freaking music driving around my neighborhood. Come on. But those skills that were taught as a newspaper boy, delivering newspapers to my neighbors, when I was like 11, 12 years old, 13 years old, gave me that business foundation. Like, listen, you're buying a product, right? And then you're delivering it, and you hope to make a little bit of money. Now, I don't recall if we got the newspaper at a discount, but all I know is that there was not even an extra paper, right? Like, if I had 30 newspapers, there were 30 subscriptions. They didn't give you an extra one to have for my own personal reading and to read at my own leisure, right? But nowadays, the newspaper gets delivered at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Usually, I think it's 4:30 in the morning because I've been out there at like 5 and the newspaper's already there. And once in a blue moon, there's an envelope. And now the Newsday guy, he got too fucking greedy. He did, right? So I don't really like Newsday, but I like to see just the other person's point of view perspective on things. Newsday, in my opinion, is a very, very, very far left liberal newspaper. Now, even though the editor of Newsday, and I Googled her, she has a LinkedIn page, even though she has like Republican views, her opinions don't reflect that of the editorial pages. Whatever. That was going to say. Oh, start talking about it. We'll catch back on Newsday on a latter video. Some more very, very sad news. I have an update to give you guys for John Phillips, the owner and proprietor of John Phillips Plumbing, based in Sarasota, Florida. Some of you refer to him as Mr. Sunshine. But he has a YouTube channel. He's a YouTube creator, very opinionated individual. And despite that, because we're all adults here, his views, unlike some people in this world, his views won't affect our relationship. That's been the topic in the news lately where, I know 60% of Democrats claim that they have lost friendships because of political beliefs. Anyway, I got a phone call yesterday from John Phillips' nephew. Actually, it was a text message at first. And yesterday was Thursday. I would like to read it to you if I can find it. The problem is I probably won't be able to find it. Nope. I don't know where the text message went. It's gone. Really, it's really gone. Here it is. Yesterday morning. Hey, Mike. It's Sean, John Phillips' nephew. I just wanted to let you know that John's in hospice and will more than likely pass today or tomorrow. I want you to know that I greatly appreciate you making that call for a wellness check and setting up his GoFundMe page. I didn't set up the GoFundMe page. I did contribute to it, but I did not set it up. And he really appreciated it too. You're a good dude. So I spoke to Sean yesterday for about maybe 10, 15 minutes while I was doing the install. I had my Meta glasses on, Gen 2. And it was awesome because you could play the sound through the inductive like thing. And it has microphone in it too. So it was a great phone call. Not topic of the phone call, but a great phone call. So he's in hospice. He is not speaking. And he may not be with us right now. He did promise that he would let me know as soon as his status changes. But it's funny how God giveth and then God taketh away. And despite being at such an early age, of in his early 60s, he battled leukemia 10 years ago and has been on medication for that, which has probably been killing him slowly, but also gave him an extra 10 years of life, which is what they told him would give him. He's also a Navy veteran, so he's a decorated Navy veteran, and he served for our country to protect our freedoms and our liberties and our Constitution. But even though we met once, a surprise visit where I'm surprised he didn't kill me because in Florida you could do that. If someone's on your property, you could kill them, right? Even though we only met once, we had many, many great conversations together. I wish I was closer to him, and not only in just distance, but also in a more of a relationship. Wish I was closer to him, but I do consider him my friend, and when we met through no other avenue other than YouTube, and our points of view never aligned with politics, but I really do believe deep in his heart that he's a Trumper, for sure, definitely is. But I just hope that he is not in pain right now, and I wish him you're in hospice, you're gonna go, right? But a speedy recovery to wherever that final destination is, John. So, John, a speedy transition to the next phase of your life and your soul. Yep. It's not a shot of vodka, but cheers, Johnny. We'll leave it at that, folks. Just a silent moment of thought, of prayer. If you have no idea who I'm even talking about, check him out on YouTube. If you like the unedited, unfiltered, you'll like his channel, especially if you're a hardcore, woke Democrat. But it doesn't matter. You could be that way, but when you want to force that, whatever, I'm not get into that. We'll have a moment of silence for Johnny. Be well. God bless. Stay safe. Have a good weekend.